Okay, the next candidate for District 1 County Commissioner is the current County Commissioner, Jim Tate.
Really appreciate all of y'all coming out today. It just shows that you care about this county, you care about this election process, and I really appreciate y'all coming out to hear me tonight, or today, and hear what we've got to say. And I also appreciate John and your reasonings, and we will remain friends and shake hands after this, no doubt about it. As he said, we are business competitors in the Highlands, but we've always gotten along very well. I hope to do 3 things in this 5 minutes here real quickly. I want to give a quick bio of myself. I want to tell you why I want to be a county commissioner. And then I want to talk to you about some of my management ideals with a fun little process I'm going to do. I am either a 4th or a 6th generation Maconian. It's according to which grandmother of mine you ask, so I just usually tell everybody I'm a 5th. I'm married to Allison Tate. Who's back here? Allison, if you raise your hand, please. We've been married for almost 15 years, and we have 2 children, a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old, that we're very, very happy to be putting through our Macon County school system. I'm a graduate of the University of Georgia with a degree in landscape architecture with an emphasis on analytical thinking, and I think that helps me out with my governing that I do now. I have an insatiable desire to serve our community. I have been incessantly volunteering. I'm a Rotarian. I'm very involved with Highlands United Methodist Church. I've been a volunteer fireman for 15 years. I serve on the board of directors for Four Seasons Hospice. I've been past chair of this Macon County GOP, in my opinion, the greatest political vehicle in Western North Carolina. 2 years ago, I was nominated by my peers in this county to receive Duke Energy's Citizenship and Service Award for my volunteer efforts. Probably one of the most humbling experiences of my life. And all it did for me was want me to drive harder and work harder for all of you. Why do I want to be a commissioner? Well, recently I attended the National Association of Counties event in Washington, D.C. And what I realized there is that to basically the world, Macon County is just a dot on the map. But to me, Macon County is the world. And I'm not one of those that's going to sit back idly and watch this world pass me. I'm going to dive in there, I'm going to get my hands dirty, and I'm going to do what I can to improve this county, make us all proud to be from here, make us all proud to call it our home. I am. I'm going to talk about a few of my ideals, and if y'all will bear with me here, I'm going to try and do a little comparison. I've been trying to think the last few weeks when I knew I was going to be delivering this of how I might offer up my management style and how I'm going to govern and lead. And so I came up with this comparison, and bear with me here. I'm going to compare us, everybody in this room, to a ship, and I'm your captain. And I want you to pay attention to the little notes I'm going to say and see if you can't come up with a little subtle notions of how I compare my management style to how I will lead as a county commissioner. As the captain of this ship, I'm going to sell us very slow and very steady. We're not going to go too fast. We're not going to go too slow. We're just going to have a very nice, comfortable ride. If I see any rough seas in front of us, I'm going to consult with my other commissioners, my other captains, my management staff, and we're going to make the best decision for our county. That might be anchoring up. That might be going around it. That might be putting pedal to the metal and going right through it. If we need repairs on my ship, we're going to fix them. We're not going to put a Band-Aid on them. That might cause a leak down the road. We're going to repair them the right way. We're going to sail without fear of pirates. Sheriff Holland's going to see to that. I'll do everything I can to support him. If new technology comes out, we're going to study it from all angles. We're going to make the best decision of whether or not that's good for our ship or not. My ship will not be the largest, won't be the fanciest, won't be the most expensive, but it will be the most dependable on the seas. I will offer civil discourse, and I'll respectfully listen to the issues and suggestions of all of you. My ship will always be ready for business because it will be capable, dependable, and cost-friendly. My finances will be fiscally responsible and in excellent condition, and I will have a big piggy bank in case we run into a major problem. When I direct this ship to turn, it will be a calculated decision with the intent to get us to our destination efficiently. The essence of my comparison is that as long as I'm captain, none of y'all out here will have to worry. I am going to make the responsible decision. I am going to make the calculated decision. I am going to make a conservative decision. That's my promise to you. I appreciate y'all's time.
Jim. Jimmy, there's been a lot of controversy over the Parker Meadows project, and we're committed now, so hopefully that will turn out as envisioned. But going forward, if you're elected to another term, do you see the spending in the projects being more conservative and kind of let the community calm down from the spending controversy that has been in the papers a lot over the past year?
Thanks for your answer, for your question, Jim. Going back to my ship comparison there a minute ago, I made the comparison about problems, maybe a leak in the ship. In my opinion, one of those leaks that we were having here in Macon County was our recreation facilities were in really kind of almost deplorable condition. So we've got our pools up to date, and one of these next items was Parker Meadows, and trying to influx not only some economic benefits, but trying to provide the need that all of our little leaguers and our travel teams, including my kids, want to do that. But at present, I don't see anything coming up in our future. I think that you're going to see this board turn back. I don't see us spending much moving forward. And what I mean by that is let me dig a little bit deeper here. We're getting ready to go through revaluation. And what it's basically going to mean to everybody is a lot of the higher end homes are probably going to be decreasing in value and are probably going to get a tax decrease. A lot of your mid-range homes are going to more than likely get a tax increase. And we're very aware of that. And we have, I think we want to do the best we can to cut taxes here in the next couple of years. We really do. And part of that is going to be limiting maybe some of these repairs that I feel like we're working on. Thank you, Jim.
Yes.
Jimmy, do you foresee a growth in the tourist housing industry, i.e. motels and hotels and some other restaurants? Because to me, if we get all, which I think is wonderful for the kids, but if we get all these outside Little League teams in, and their parents, and their grandparents, Macon County does not have enough motels that I'm aware of to house them all. Do the commissioners foresee, or are they trying to encourage that growth in this county?
Again, I appreciate the question on that, and I'll try and answer that to my best of my ability. As all of y'all know, I live in Highlands, and I serve on the TDC in Highlands, Tourism and Development. The tourism that's being brought into the Highlands area, and Highlands is expanding, jobs are being created, and that economy in Highlands is expanding, which is good for Macon County as a whole. And I hope to see the same thing here in Macon County. I actually think that the need for more restaurants, more hotels is a good thing, because that's just going to help us with jobs and our growing economy.
Thank you for that. I think one of the things that we want to, as a community, see is the problems in the road coming forward. And I think so it's been mentioned about how our spending will be changed in the next year or two. It's hard to give it a visual now, but can you give us the top 3 things that you and the rest of the commissioners have set as agenda markers, things to problems and situations that we will be needing to address as a county over the next 2 years?
I'll try and speak for myself. I don't know if I can speak for all of them, but I'll try and speak for myself. I firmly believe that Macon County is in outstanding financial condition right now. We have an A+ credit rating. We can pay off all of our debts. I've heard our debts are out of control, but we could pay off all of our debts with 1 year's revenue. I couldn't do that personally. My business couldn't do that, but the county can. I think that's a great thing. As far as top things that are coming up, I believe paying our debt down is going to be number 1 on my list. Number 2 is trying to get hold of this property revaluation and making sure that we're being as fair across the board as we can. And then part of that is going to be potentially looking at bringing our revenue neutral budget down slightly so that we can hang on with that. Those are probably my top 2, Michael. Give me a second here and I might come up with number 3.
Was that the third question?
Yes.
Right. Thank you so much.